think you have anything to worry about, Charlie Brown. After all, science shows that a person really doesn't develop their character until they're at least 5 years old.
But I am 5. I'm more than 5.
Oh well, that's the way it goes.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. His inferiority and his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his lack of confidence, his...
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need.
Did you know that Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game, never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, or never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
Your humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It's truly a dog's life, filled with many challenges. You try to act excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
You're a prince, and a prince could be king.
Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Charlie Brown, could you hold still a minute? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what you call a failure face. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study it carefully, you rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes. Yes, I'd say this is the finest example of a failure face you are liable to see for a long while.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
Sometimes I wake up early just to see the sunrise, and I think how beautiful it is and how my whole life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance. The sky's so clear and the sun's so bright. What could possibly go wrong in a day like this? I'm late!
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
on the bus, Joey
Don't
Brown.
want to be late for school.
That's right. I don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school. What?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need. You have to be nobody and the sense of honor is everywhere indeed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a prince and a prince to be king. With a heart that is yours, you can open any doors. You can go out and tell anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be king.
Last forever.
You could be
Things
king.
must end.
Believe it.
I've memorized that phrase by heart.
And you were born for this part.
So tell me,
You're a good man.
I need to know where.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
When do the good things start?
You're a good man.
Bravely facing adversity.
You're a good man.
Always comes around.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
This is my report on the past. The past has always interested people. I must admit, however, that I don't know much about it. I wasn't here when it happened.
Lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Well, but then again, I guess there's nights too. And mornings, just lying there, thinking if anyone would really miss me if I never got out of bed. Oh, and then the nights, just thinking of all the stupid things I've done throughout the day. And then the hours in between, when I do those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of day for me. I guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. You know, some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter are usually lonely. Guess they're right. And that if you're unusually depressed, well, then I guess the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. There's that cute little redheaded girl. She's sitting there and having her lunch. There's nobody sitting next to her. There's no reason why I couldn't just go over and ask if I could sit next to her and have lunch. No, she'd probably just laugh in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. Well, there's no reason why I couldn't just go over there. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. Okay. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm probably so much of a coward that she wouldn't even think of looking at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't remember her ever looking at me. Is there any reason why she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one moment of her time just to look at... She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
No, Sally, you're thinking of the other dress, the one I wore to Lucinda's party. The dress I'm talking about is the very light blue one with the design embroidered around the waist.
I don't remember.
It was something like this. And it had sleeves like this, and the skirt went out like this, and it had a sash like this.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yes, well, that was the dress I was wearing last week, and I met Frida, and she said she had seen it.
Lunchtime is among the worst times of day for me. If that cute little redheaded girl sees me with this stupid bag on my head, she's gonna think I'm the biggest fool alive. But then again, if she isn't looking, then there's no reason why I couldn't just quickly take it off and she'd never even notice. But then again, I'll never know whether she was looking or not until I take it off. But then again, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know whether she was looking or not. Oh. But then again, it's getting very hard to breathe in here. All right. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, one lunch hour over with. 2,863 to go. All I need is one more try. Gotta give that kind to fly. And I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
Do you know something, Schroeder? I think the way you play the piano is nice. Do you know something else? It's always been my dream that I'd marry a man who plays the piano. At parties he plays something nice like April showers. I'm sure you could play something nice like April showers. Or even Frashaka. Beethoven's nice too. Just imagine, what would you think if someday you and I should get married? Wouldn't you like that if someday we two should get married?
My Aunt Marion was right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally. But I believe a man can really come closer to it by directing all the forces in his life towards a single goal which he truly believes in. But I don't think that a man's personal search for happiness is a selfish thing, because either by achieving happiness himself, he can help others achieve it too. Does that make any sense?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week.
You know, a princess sort of thing. Oh, nice dress, pretty slippers, and a big ballroom. But I guess that's sort of silly, isn't it, Charlie Brown?
Oh, no, not at all. Well, I mean, we all have little daydreams or ambitions or whatever you want to call them. I've had this one myself for years, but I've never told anyone.
Oh, what is it? You can tell me.
No, I'd rather not.
Oh, come on, I couldn't give it away. Come on, please.
Well, I've always wanted to be called Flash. I hate the name Charlie. I like to be really good at everything and have everyone call me Flash. And I'd like to be so athletic that all around school people call me Flash. And
Hey, Bria, listen to this!
Oh. Oh, what's the matter, Sally?
Well, I don't know. I was jumping rope, and everything was all right, and suddenly, it all seemed so futile.
Beethoven, he used to be fond of taking long walks in the country. He was inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside.
You blackhead, come back here with that ball!
Beethoven had it nice.
I think I'm losing my flavor.
Hey, Snoopy! We're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
All right, Snoopy. Now stay on your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy is such a wonderful dog.
Yeah, she's just about the best there is.
They like me, I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on, here I lie. Not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bread, sturdy roof beneath my bed. Not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day, sitting here on my stomach, their sharp little claws, which are usually cold, occasionally painful. Times there are just so many, they can hardly stand it. Rats!
I know every now and then what I want to be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. La 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 la. I stand very still till I see victim come. I wait knowing very well everything counts. And then, like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce. I'd pounce. I'd pounce. No, I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty sky. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cozy home. Board and bread. Sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder if it'll snow tonight. Arroo!
I think I'll just walk right up to that little red-headed girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I think I'll ask her to come over and sit next to me on the bench. I think I'll ask her to come over and sit next to me, and then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. Yeah, and then I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday, I was a dog. Today, I'm a dog. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a dog. There's just so little hope for advancement. Today is April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown. I think I'll play a little trick on you. Yes, I think I'll play a little trick. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? You understand that today is April Fool's Day? You sure? I want to be certain that you understand. Okay. Hey, Charlie Brown, guess what?
What?
The little red-headed girl's over there and she wants to give you a hug and kiss.
Really? Wow, this is fantastic.
April Fools! Just like shooting fish in a barrel.
Hey, Snoopy, do you see this stick? I have an experiment. I, the human, will throw this stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I, the dog, could not be less interested. I got it!
Hey, you give me back my blanket!
No, I've got it and I'm going to keep it. This is just the start you needed to break this disgusting habit.
Well, apparently you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket is as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Many a man spends his days restoring antique automobiles, or collecting antique telephones, or building model trains, or, my personal favorite, studying about the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly. And this helps these men cope with their day-to-day problems. So, I think it's going to be absolutely necessary for me to get my blanket back. So I'm just going to give it a good yank. It's amazing what you can accomplish with a little smooth talking and some fast action. back again. Delightful. Sucking a thumb without a blanket is waking in a cone without any ice cream. My blanket and me.
Guys, come here, you gotta see this. Look at my little brother Linus with his little blanket.
Huh, there's your baby brother with his silly little blanket.
Well, you know how babies are with their blankets.
What do you mean? It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, 'cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will go and leave my blanket on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just go and leave my blanket on the floor. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it on the... Oh! Don't ever let me do that again.
You're a hopeless case, Linus.
I thought I could do it. I actually thought I could do it. It's foolish, I know it. I'll try to outgrow it. But meanwhile, it's my blanket.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be queen. When I grow up, I'm going to be the biggest queen there ever was. I'm going to live in a big palace with a big front lawn and have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will wave, and I will shout at them and...
Lucy, I'm pretty sure that queen is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite sure. For one to become queen, one has to be born into a family of the correct lineage, so that one can assume the throne of the monarch after the death of the reigning monarch. I'm sorry, Lucy, but I don't see any possible way for you to ever become queen.
In the summertime, I'll go to my summer palace and wear my crown and swimming and everything. And all the people will cheer, and I will shout at them, and... Hey, what do you mean I can't be queen?
I'm sorry, Lucy, but it's true.
There has to be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being queen if she wants to be. It is undemocratic!
Good grief.
It's usually just a matter of knowing the right people. I'm sure with a few pieces of well-placed correspondence, and I'll be queen in no time.
I think I'll watch television now.
I know what I'll do. If I can't be queen, then I'll be rich. I'll work and work and work until I'm very rich, and I will buy myself a queendom.
Good grief.
Yes, I will buy myself a queendom, and I'll kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation for myself. I will be head queen. All right, switch channels.
What? I'm not one of your royal subjects. What makes you think you can come in here and take over?
These 5 fingers, individually, they are nothing. But when I curl them into a single unit, they become a fighting force terrible to behold.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Supper time?
Not yet.
Supper time?
Not yet. Dogs.
A C? A C? I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture? How could anyone get a C on a coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was I judged on my talent? If so, is it right that I be judged on an area of life over which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Was I judged on what I had learned about this project? If so, were not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Are you willing to share my seed? Perhaps I was being judged out of the quality of coat hangers itself, out of which my creation was made. Now, is this not also unfair? Am I to be judged on the quality of coat hangers that are used by the dry cleaning establishment that returns our garments? Is that not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my seed?
Wah, 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 wah.
Thank you, Miss Ockmar. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
A little more speed, a little more rope, a little more wind, a little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. A little less tech, a little more skill, a little less slack, a little more whale. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and poop it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have the wonderful kind who likes to see a little kid cry. A little less talk, a little more skill, a little less luck, a little more will. My face is spell eye to eye. Now I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching or string on everything passing by. Why not fly? Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now with room to spare. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly a kite.
So, how are you today, Sally?
I'm mad. I'm mad at the whole world.
Are you mad at everybody in the whole world?
I'm mad at everybody.
Are you mad at the animals, the birds, and the fish? Are you mad at the trees and the flowers?
Yeah, I'm mad at them too. I'm mad at everything.
Are you mad at the sky and the stars? Are you mad at the ground? Are you mad at buildings and TV and circuses and roller skates and bracelets?
You didn't mention jump ropes.
Are you mad at jump ropes?
I'm especially mad at stupid jump ropes.
Here, Lucy. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day? Well, that doesn't sound right. Here, Lucy. I made this for you. Happy You can do it if you just don't get nervous. Here, Lucy. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. Just take it easy. Here, Lucy. This is for you. Merry Christmas. Oh. Oh, I'd give anything if that cute little redheaded girl sent me a Valentine this year. Maybe she did. Maybe it's in our mailbox right now. Oh, I'm afraid if she didn't send me anything, I'd be crushed. But then again, if she did, then I've got to look. Hello? Nothing echoes like an empty mailbox.
I've been thinking about why you didn't get any Valentines, big brother. Think I figured it out. You didn't get any Valentines because nobody sent you any.
Can't stand it. Look at them, enjoying their Valentines. I sent a Valentine to everyone I know this year. And did I get any in return? No. Still no. Not one. Not a single Valentine. Nobody likes me. I probably get about as many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. I'm so depressed. Everything's going wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something I can do to help. I think what you need to do most of all is just to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
You really think that'll help, Lucy?
Well, certainly.
All right, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Well, certainly. You don't think that mentioning these few superficial failings is going to do you any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida, or Shirley, or Linus, or Schroeder,
Or Lucy.
or Lucy,
Or Snoopy.
or Snoop. Hey! Snoopy likes me.
She only pretends to like you because you feed her. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person is thoroughly, totally, utterly.
Wait! You're not very much of a person,
That's certain.
and yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope.
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I mean,
Yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
oh gosh, thanks, Lucy. You know, I'm starting to feel a lot better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
I couldn't decide if I wanted fudge marble, chocolate, vanilla, rocky road, or butter pecan. I decided on fudge marble. Then I had to decide between a plain cone or a sugar cone. I decided on the sugar cone. So what happened? I walked out the door and dropped the whole thing on the sidewalk. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
Today is my grandfather's birthday.
How old is he?
63. It's hard to believe that he was once a human being.
Why is it that I always have my supper in the red dish and my drinking water in the yellow dish? One of these days, I'm going to have my drinking water in the red dish and my supper in the yellow dish. Life's just too short not to live it up a little.
Schroeder, do piano players make a lot of money?
Money? Money? Who cares about money? This is art, you blockhead. This is art. This is great music I'm playing. And playing great music, it's an art. Do you hear me? An art. Art, 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 art.
You fascinate me. What? What? What?
Call the principal and hand him the news. We've got a holiday that he can't refuse. A day of comedy, a day of music, Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day?
Our reverential mission,
Beethoven Day.
the hope of each musician. No more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
Beethoven Day? Yes, as in Ludwig van Beethoven, composer, born 1770, died 1827. Eldest of 3 sons, his mother was the daughter of...
Whatever. Schroeder, I just wanted to let you know that I'm on your side. I want to help you publicity-wise with Beethoven's birthday.
Thanks for your support, Lucy, but I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized.
Commercialized?
Yes, the next thing, they'll be wearing Beethoven t-shirts.
Beethoven Day.
If you're wondering now, how do we start? Just blow the music till you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll have a party. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day.
And when you state the title,
Beethoven Day.
you hear a great recital. Or am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray! Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day. Beethoven Day.
Beethoven Day.
A philharmonic rumble.
Beethoven Day.
A polyphonic jumble. A powerful dedication as we stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray!
I got it. We'll put full-page ads in every newspaper.
We'll start a chain of Beethoven superstores.
We'll build a Beethoven theme park.
We could have a bake sale.
No! That's too commercial. Let's imagine it, that glorious hour, filled with emotion, yet inspired with power, when we all honor the man we adore. On that day we place the newest vase on Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Beethoven Day.
A moment of reflection,
Beethoven Day.
a classical injection. So face this direction, we begin it today.
Beethoven, hooray.
Everybody can
It's
play.
Beethoven
My
Day.
stand up and say, hooray!
We're celebrating Beethoven
Hooray!
Way.
Hooray!
La 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 la. Hooray!
All right, everybody out for rabbit chasing.
Oh, good grief.
Come on, Snoopy, it's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The air is clear, the sun is shining, the fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
If it's such a magnificent day, why spoil it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy. Where's your thrill of the chase? Where's your spirit of adventure? What kind of dog are you anyway?
I am a sleeping dog. You take it from there.
Snoopy, you should be ashamed of yourself. Wasting a perfect day like this? The trail is clear. The scent is fresh. So let's get out there and track us down a big old rabbit.
Okay, I get the feeling she's determined. Well, if that's what she really wants, she might as well get her money's worth.
Atta girl, Snoopy. We ought to see lots of game today.
Sometimes when you're depressed, all you want to do is nothing at all. You just want to lay your head on your arm and stare out into space. Sometimes this can go on for hours. And if you're unusually depressed, then you have to switch arms.
Schroeder, what did you do with that picture I gave you?
I threw it away.
With your own hands?
Of course.
He touched my picture!
This has been a bad time for me. Maybe, if I'm lucky, tomorrow will be a better day.
In some parts of the world, Charlie Brown, tomorrow is already today, and today is yesterday. If tomorrow is already today, Charlie Brown, there's no possible way tomorrow could ever be a better day.
Gee, you're a lot of fun to have around.
Chasing rabbits, 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 chasing rabbits.
Rabbits?
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 A book report on Peter
A book
Rabbit.
report on Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit is a stupid book about a stupid rabbit who steals vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very. I like the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood. And the part where Little John jumped on the rock with the sheriff was not in his back. And the rabbit and everyone swamped in the trees in a sudden surprise attack. And they captured the sheriff and all of his crews, and they carried him back to the camp in the woods, and the sheriff was getting the dinner, and all he wriggled away, and he sounded go, his men rushed in, and the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was McGregor. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh!
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivations. In this report, I plan to discuss the sociological implications of family pressures so great as to cause an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also plan to discuss the personality of Mr. McGregor in his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit is established from the start as a benevolent hero, and it is only until the addition of
Start
social
writing now when I'm not really rested. It could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. I should start writing now, but if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yes!
Down came the staff on his head, smash, and Robin fell like a sack full of lead. Crash! The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead. Ha! But he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just then an arrow flew in, wing. It was the sign for the fight to begin. Sing! And it looked like the sheriff could win. Ha! But not for long. Away they ran. Just like rabbits who run a lot. As you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
Rabbits, 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 chasing rabbits.
How can they expect us to write a book report of inequality in just 2 days? How can they conspire to make life so miserable and so expected in so many ways?
Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry with Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
And they were very, 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 very happy to be home.
The end.
94, 95. The very, very, very end.
Amen. A book report on Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit was a vampire dragon. Your familial blood vibration.
Haven't even started yet.
Peter Rabbit.
At this time, we will have a 15-minute intermission and concessions will be sold out in the lobby.
Here's the World War I flying ace, high over France in her suck with camel. Searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must bring him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, Archie, we used to call it, begins to burst beneath my plane. The Red Baron has spotted me. Na 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 na, you can't hit me. Actually, tough flying aces never say na 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 na. I just drat this fog. It's bad enough to have to fight the Red Baron without having to fly in weather like this. The sun has come through. I can see the woods of Montauk below. And what's that? It's a Falmer triplane. Ha! I've got you this time, Red Baron. Ah! He's diving down under the sun. He's tricked me again. I've got to go. Come on, Top of Camel, go. Go, Camel, go. War I, flying ace, back at the aerodrome in France. She's exhausted, and yet she does not sleep. Her one thought continues to burn in her brain. Someday, I'll get you, Red Baron!
Oh yeah, that's what you think. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Oh yeah, that's what you think.
What?
That's my new philosophy. Oh yeah, that's what you think.
Why are you telling me?
What?
Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? I like it! That's a good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? My new philosophy. The teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy. Miss B, I'm she. Look, C. A D? A D. Well, why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me? My new philosophy.
That's great, Sally. But I have to go to practice Chopin's Nocturne in B flat minor.
No! I like it. No! That's a good philosophy. No! No! No!
That's your new philosophy, huh?
Yes! I mean, no! Just like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a Disney maze, on alternating days, I choose a different phrase.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy.
Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Leave your message at the sound of the tone.
Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in it. Some take a lifetime.
Mine take a minute.
But Sally, anything that takes only a minute can't be very lasting. For instance, Beethoven took over 2 years to complete his brilliant Ninth Symphony.
No!
I can't stand it!
I can't stand it. I like it. It's like a guarantee. My new philosophy. And things are sure to be a whole lot brighter. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Why are you telling me? No, I can't stand it. Now life is free and easy. Much more philosophy with my brand new. You know, someone has said that we should live each day as if it were the last day of our life.
This is the last day! This is it! I only have 24 hours left! Help me! Help me! This is the last day! Ah!
Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. And that's my new philosophy.
All right, gang. Now I want this to be the biggest and best game of the season. And I want everyone out there playing with everything they've got.
Hey, Charlie Brown! I thought up some new strategy for you. How about you tell the other team we're going to play them at a certain place, only it isn't the right place, see? And then, when they don't show up, we'll win by forfeit. How's that for good strategy?
No.
I don't understand these managers who don't want to use good strategy.
The thing we've got to remember is spirit and teamwork. Now, if we really bear down and grit our teeth,
Hey, Charlie Brown, that other team was trash talking us, with no worries, I got even with them. I said, "You guys think you're so great. Well, Mozart was writing symphonies when he was your age." That really got him.
Yeah, I'll bet it did. So, if we really grit our teeth and bear down...
Joey Brown, what if instead of being playing manager, you were bench manager instead?
That's a good idea. You'd be a great bench manager, big brother. You could say, bench do this, or bench do that. You could even be in charge of where we put the bench. When we got to the playing field, you could say, let's put the bench here, or let's put the bench there.
I can't stand it.
Well, what's the point of us playing when we know we're going to lose? I mean, even if there was 1,000,000 to 1 chance we might win, it would make some sense. Yeah.
But then again, there may not be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but there's got to be at least 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance.
Yeah!
Give me a T.
T.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me an M.
M.
What have you got?
Team!
There is no team like the best team, which is our team. Right here, we will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time, like the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win just one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always. But somehow or other, disaster struck at the baseball game. Huddle up!
Break! Hey, batter! Hey, batter! Hey, batter! Hey, batter! Swing!
Oh,
I got it!
I got it!
I got it!
I got it!
Well, I thought you had it!
See what I mean? 3 balls, 2 strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my curve, but somehow he hit it a good, strong clout. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to you. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by finding a runner and catching the ball in her teeth. The line is caught flies from a 3rd-story window line, holding his blankets beneath. Yes, we had fortitude, no one could argue with that. And 1 run would win us the game as I came up to bat.
Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown.
All right, Charlie Brown, we're all behind you. Well, sort of. I mean, this kid can't even pitch. He pitches like my grandmother, Charlie Brown. Now all you have to do is bear down, and watch for my signal at first. Got it, Flash?
Big time, like the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win just one more game.
And the championship is ours.
2 men won with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go. And I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I vowed I would win it for her, and I shouldered my bet and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far.
I'm sorry I have to say this right to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You are a very crabby person. I know that at this point, your crabbiness has become so natural to you that you are not even aware of it. But it's true just the same. You are a very crabby person, and you're crabby to just about everyone you meet. Now, I hope you don't mind my saying this, and I hope you take it in the spirit that it's meant. After all, I think we all should be open to any opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I think Socrates, he was right when he said that one of the first rules in life is know thyself. Well, I guess I've said about enough. I hope I haven't offended you or anything.
Well, what's Socrates got to do with it anyway, huh? Who was she anyway? Did she ever get to be queen? Tell me that. Did she ever get to be queen? Did she ever get to be queen? Who is Socrates anyways? Know thyself.
Hey, Snoopy, you want to come help me work out my arm for the baseball season? All right, now just stay right there. Watch out for this one. It's my new fastball.
Hey, Charlie Brown! I wondered if you might answer a few questions.
Certainly, Lucy.
I'm taking a survey to enable me to know myself better. First question I'd like to ask, on a scale of 0 to 100, with a standard of 50 is average, 75 is above average, and 90 is exceptional, where would you rate me in regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy, I don't really...
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in strictest confidence.
Still, Lucy, that's a very hard question to answer.
You can take a minute to think about it if you'd like, or we can come back to that question later.
I think I'd like to come back to that one if you don't mind.
Next question deals with my character traits. In regards to my personality, would you say that mine is A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectional? Well, what would you say to that, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C, Charlie Brown? What's your answer to that? Charlie Brown?
I would have to say forceful, Lucy.
Forceful? All right, I'll just put a check mark next to the letter A then. Now, would you rate my getting along with other people as poor, fair, good, or excellent?
Well, I guess that depends on how you define getting along with others.
You know, make friends, sparkle in a crowd, that sort of thing.
Oh. Do you have a space for abstention?
Certainly. I'll just put a check mark next to none of the above. Next question deals with my physical appearance. In regards to my beauty, would you say that I am stunning, mysterious, or intoxicating?
Given the options, I'd have to say that, gee, Lucy, you look just fine to me.
Stunning! All right, then. Now, back to that first question. On a scale of 0 to 100, with a standard of 50 is average, 75 is above average, and 90 is exceptional, where would you rate me?
Lucy, I know the question.
Well, then.
51?
51 is your crabbiness rating for me?
Yeah.
All right, well then, that about does it. Your cooperation has been greatly appreciated.
Oh, certainly, Lucy. It was a pleasure. Come on, Speed.
Oh, Charlie Brown, just one more thing. Would you answer yes or no to the question, is Lucy Van Pelt the sort of person that you would like to have as president of your club or civic organization?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, well, that's it. Thanks, Charlie.
All right, see you later.
Well, who asked you? That's 51. None of the above. Schroeder was right. I can already feel myself being filled with the glow of self-awareness. Oh, Sal, surveys gets around. Oh, Linus, I'm glad you're here. I'm taking a survey and wondered if you might answer a few questions.
Certainly.
On a scale of 0 to 100, with a standard of 50 is average, 75 is above average, and 90 is exceptional, where would you rate me in regards to crabbiness?
You're my big sister.
That's not the question.
No, but that's the answer.
Come on, Linus, answer the question.
Lucy, I know perfectly well that if I give any sort of an honest answer to that question, you're going to slug me.
Linus, a survey that is not based on honest answers is like a house built on a foundation of sand. Would I be conducting this survey if I didn't expect complete candor out of all responses? I promise not to slug you. Now, what is your crabbiness rating for me?
95.
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. Add all these up and that'll give me my answer. Now let's see what we've got. It's true. I am a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person and everybody knows it. I've done nothing but spread crabbiness everywhere I go. I'm a super crab. It's a wonder anybody talks to me. It's a wonder I have any friends at all, or even associates. I've done nothing but make life miserable for everyone. I've done nothing but spread unhappiness and resentment. Where did I go wrong? How could I be so selfish? How could I...
What's wrong, Lucy?
Don't talk to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be talked to. I don't deserve to breathe the air I breathe. I'm good, Linus. I'm no good.
That's not true, Lucy.
Yes, it is. I'm no good, and there is no reason why I should go on living on this planet.
Yes, there is.
Name one. Give me one good reason why I should go on living on this planet.
Well, for one thing, you have a little brother who loves you very much. Sometimes I just know the right thing to say.
Look, I know it is surprising, but at least now she knows that she can't be crabby anymore.
She can't be crabby anymore.
Where is everybody? I told them to be here.
You told them to be here.
If we don't rehearse to say we can't sing at the assembly tomorrow.
The assembly tomorrow.
Charlie Brown,
Charlie Brown.
Linus,
Linus.
Lucy.
Give me back my pencil, you blockhead!
No, not until you give me back my crayons.
Give me back my pencil, you block... If you don't give me back my pencil, I'll tell Sally what you said about her.
Stop that! You're late and we have to rehearse.
What did you say about me, Linus?
He said you were...
Stop
Lucy.
that!
I'm sorry I'm late, but Snoopy
There is no time to be sorry.
What did he say?
He said
Lucy.
you...
Quiet! Understand. Now, remember, this is a mood piece. We must paint a picture with music and words. And concentrate. Remember, adagio con brio.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play.
Give me my pencil.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word. None of your life skies are not cloudy all day.
You don't tell me what you're supposed to
Give me my pencil, you blockhead.
Home, home on the way.
Give me my pencil.
No! Not until you promise not to tell her play. Where seldom is heard
Give me my pencil.
a discouraging word. No promise there's no pencil. Skies are not cloudy all day.
What pencil?
Hey! Oh,
Give me that pencil. Land where the bride sing goes leisurely through the street.
Why did you take Sally's pencil?
Oh, graceful white swan goes gliding along
What did he
like
tell
a
me?
maid
He
in
said-
a heavenly
he said the word
dream.
An enigma. An enigma.
An enigma.
An enigma. Boy, that makes me. What a terrible thing to call up. What's an enigma? Never mind.
What's an enigma?
What's an enigma?
Play.
Or hey, he still got my pencil.
Seldom is heard a discouraging word.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
I've been wondering when it first was that dog began to be regarded as man's best friend.
Probably since the invention of cookies.
Dogs.
My teeth are tingling again. I feel like I've just got to bite someone before sundown, or I'll go stark raving mad. And yet, I know that in this society, such actions are frowned upon. So what happens? I'm stuck with tingly teeth.
Each family has a chain of command. Do you know who's the lowest on that chain? Yes, it's the dog. The dog's the lowest on that chain. Do you understand that? I said, do you understand that?
They hate when you just stare at them like this.
Oh, hi, Linus. Where are you going?
Oh, Lucy's going to teach me. She says her sister is responsible for the education of her younger brother. Lucy's going to teach me. Boy, is she intelligent.
Come on, Linus. Do you see this tree? It is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime. This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. An oak. You can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
Oh, I never knew that before. Now, Lucy, I don't mean to interfere, but are you sure that
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds. They make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs. They make the grass grow.
Is that so?
That's right. They go around all day long, tugging and tugging at each tiny seedling until it grows into a tall blade of grass.
Boy, that's amazing.
Oh, good grief!
And this thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gives so much water. Do you see that bird? It's called an eagle. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And on Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them.
Wait, Lucy, now I can't just stand idly by and just let you say whatever you
Way
want.
up there, those little stars and planets make the rain that falls in showers. And when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up just like the flowers.
Now, Lucy, I know that's wrong. Snow doesn't come up, it comes down.
After it comes up, the wind blows it all around so it looks like it's coming down, but actually it comes up out of the ground like grass. snow comes up, Charlie Brown, the snow comes up.
Oh, good grief!
Lucy, why is Charlie Brown banging his head against that twig?
To loosen the bark to make the tree grow faster. Clouds can make the wind blow, bugs can make the grass grow. So, there you go. These are little known facts that now you know.
My stomach lock just went off. It's supper time, and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a withering, hollow shell of a dog. And there sits my supper dish, empty. But that's all right. He'll remember. When no furry friend comes to greet him after school, then he'll remember. And he'll rush out here to the doghouse, but it'll be too late. There'll be nothing left but the dried carcass of the former friend who used to run and play so happily with him. Nothing but the bleached puppy bones!
Hey, Snoopy! Are you asleep or something? I've been standing here like a whole minute with your supper.
Supper time? Supper time? Behold, the brimming full of the fat meal, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold, the flowing flagon moist and sweet, which has been sent to slake our thirst.
Okay, there's no need for a big production or anything. Just get off your doghouse and eat. Dogs.
It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's supper time. My apple-doodah, to supper time. Bring on the dog food, bring on the bone, bring on the barrel and pull me home, 'cause it's supper, 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 super pepper, pepper, supper, super duper supper time. Wintertime's nice with the ice and snow, summertime's nice with a place to go. Bedtime, overtime, halftime too, but they just can't hold a candle to my supper time. Do, 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 do. Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. Papa's little puppy loves everyone, 'cause it's supper, 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 supper. Super pepper, pepper, supper, super duper supper time. Supper time, supper time. Oh yeah, supper time. Not me. Supper time. It's time to eat. Supper time. Supper time. Supper time. Supper time. Supper time.
dog.
So what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion?
Dogs.
Supper, 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 supper.
No, Linus. I think it could be an airplane the way the lights flash on and off like that. Schroeder, is that an airplane or a star?
I believe that it's a star, but it could also be a planet, you know? Or maybe even a satellite.
It could be a satellite. I wonder.
Well, we'll never find out from here.
Where are you going?
Going to get a closer look.
I like to sit up here after supper time, just listen to the sounds of the night. But something seems to be missing. Aroo! In my opinion, that's exactly what it needed.
I'm so happy that cute little redheaded girl dropped her pencil. It has teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. Maybe today hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Having the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoes for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is two kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Setting him free.
Happiness is being alone every now and then. And happiness is coming home again. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister.
Sharing a sandwich.
Getting along. Happiness is singing together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you.
Happiness is those who sing with.
Happiness is morning and evening,
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.